Hi. Thank you. Um, Here's the full entire thing. These, hold up. These are, hope it's not too loud. But these are all of my OCs. Well, not all of them, but the main characters of my story that I have. It's been a while since I've talked about them. Um, I don't know if you're a new person or if you're already subbed. Um, but if you are a new person, I will explain to you all of the characters. This is Aubrey. She is. Oh, okay. You already subbed. Okay, I didn't know if you were subbed or not. I haven't seen my recurring subscribers in a while, so I didn't know if you were new or not. Okay, so this is Aubrey. This is Lilac. Jamaica J. You already know this character. This one's Ice. Um, since I have a lot of attraction in terms of my OCs, so I decided to post them more since it's only been like one person ever asked me if I would ever post my characters again. But I feel like if you guys like one OC, then you guys might like the rest of them. So the title of this live stream is the dynamics of each of these OCs. So to put it simply, everyone here is friends with Ice. Um, but they're all friends with Ice for like different reasons. The two people that are outside of Ice's friendship that is actually like besties is Lilac and Aubrey. Um, Jay and Jamaica, they know each other. They're like acquaintances, okay? Um, Jay and Aubrey know of each other, but I wouldn't say they actually know each other like that. They're less than acquaintances, if that makes sense. Lilac and Jay, they're like acquaintances. For the most part, they're like acquaintances. Um, Jamaica and Lilac, their friendship, I wouldn't even say that they're like friends. They're more like very awkward acquaintances, if that makes sense. They're pretty awkward. But yeah, but all of these characters are friends with this main character for various different reasons. So yeah. Um, Oops. I did not mean to do that. Let's see. Ari is friends with Ias solely because Ias is a good nature at heart. Because that's what their species are. Their species is an angel. They're supposed to be nice. In this world, a lot of people don't believe that angels are real. Um, Even though angels in this universe exist, it's just after a while, angels stop helping the people of this world that I call Planet X, or Earth 2.0, or Earth. Okay, and basically they stop helping them because the people on, excuse me, people that live on Planet X usually are ungrateful. Not all of them, just a good chunk of them is extremely ungrateful. And so the ruler of the angels, which is Isis' mother, is like, you know what? I'm going to stop helping these people and let them solve their issues by themselves because, yes, it's technically my job to rule over not only just the angels, but also help the planet. But I'm not going to help the planet like this if it's going to be, rude towards me. You know what I'm saying? Like the least that she would want is a thank you because it's her job, you know. Um So yeah, Aubrey is friends with Ice solely because of Ice's good nature at heart, despite of the angels not helping the planet anymore. Even though it's been years since it's been years, it's been like that. That doesn't mean that it'll change over time. If that within itself makes any sense, and I hope it does make sense. If I remember how I redesigned these characters, because I have redesigned these characters, and I don't remember how I did that. I'm throwing myself out the window. Lilac is friends with Ice solely because Ice keeps promises. Um, Oop, about to fall over. Can you not? Don't fall over. I got you guys on my phone tripod thing. Now, what I say, it's handy for the most part. I gotta cheat though. It's original money, dollars. It was 30 something dollars, and I got it cheap for $9. Anyway, so the friendship between um Lilac and Ice is like Lilac likes Ice because Ice is very original. They are themselves and they keep their promises. And Lilac likes that about them. Ice is friends with Lilac because Lilac is the type of person that doesn't take any fucks from anyone. Doesn't take anything, no bullshit or anything like that. You know. The reason why Ice is friends with Aubrey is because Aubrey's a nice person. I forgot to say that. But Ice is friends with Aubrey because Aubrey is a genuine nice person. Um. So yeah, I meant to say that. I should have gotten the pillow behind my back. Now that my back hurts, I feel like it's going to hurt if I don't do something about it. If I could just. Whoop. There we go. There we go. I got a pillow behind my back. Now I won't die. Okay. So, Lilac and Ice are friends because Lilac likes how the way that is Ice is the type of person that is like I'm myself, and if you don't like who I am, I don't care. Because this is me, and if you don't like it, you can simply leave. That's the type of person Ice is. The reason why Ice like Lilac, because Lilac is the type of person that is like they don't take nonsense from people. They are a very straightforward person. I wouldn't necessarily say they're strict. By the way, Lilac is gender fluid, so you can use different types of pronouns, but preferably he, they pronouns. So, yeah. The reason why Ice is friends with Jamaica, which is the first person that they met after they ran away from home, that's a whole other thing that I think I talked about on a separate live stream. I think I talked about it in one of my previous live streams, I guess. Um, because Jamaica is a free spirited person. He teaches them that it's okay to be free, it's okay to be yourself, it's okay to not follow the rules sometimes, but there is order to everything, and everything happens for a reason, and it's only you that can actually change your destiny. The reason why Ice is friends with Jamaica is no wait. The reason why Jamaica is friends with Ice is because Jamaica sees Ayaz as this person who does good, so much good in the world, but they don't see it themselves. They think that they're not good enough sometimes, but they hide it with a very funny persona. And you know how a lot of people are very depressed and they hide it with a smile. They hide it through the pain and the suffering. Yeah, that's the type of person Ice is. Ice holds in their pain. Ice don't talk about it very much. And it's not that they can't, it's just they simply don't want to. So, yeah. The reason why Ice is friends. What was that? Oh, nothing important. That was important, but it's not important. The reason why, um, there you go. The, no. The reason why Ice is friends with Jay is because they know that Jay can push them to their full potential in terms of fighting and in terms of them as a person. Jay is the type of person who doesn't sugarcoat things, but also makes sure that whatever he tells them doesn't actually hurt their feelings too much. Not in a way that it's sugarcoating, but in a way that they would understand that sometimes things need to be done in a way and like in a certain way, you know? Yeah. And the reason why Jay is friends with Ice is because he knows that without them, he would be lost in a world where he would feel like everyone is out to get them. Will get him. Not that they are, it's just he's a demon. And demons in this world eat souls to survive. It's not just a power dynamic or anything. It's just he's actually needed. The demons in this universe are actually needed. I never liked the point of where like, oh, if everything was good, then you would never have issues. So I wanted to actually make that as a problem, to where what if there was so many souls that just float around and there was no one to clean them up other than the good, you know? Not saying that the good can't do it. It's just what if there is too much of a problem that the good can't handle. If that makes sense. So yeah. So that's where the bad will come in to clean that up too. Whether if it's for bettering the world or not, which usually it isn't, but at least it still helps the economy in some form of way. I mean, the economy in terms of the the people and the ecosystem and stuff. That's what I mean. It's kind of needed in a way. So yeah, I think I think it's very needed. Now I think that's all of them. I think that I covered all of the characters. I never explained why Aubrey and Lilac are friends though. They have been friends long before this story, but they've known each other for years. Um, Lilac wasn't originally from the forest because that's where this universe takes place. The story takes place in a forest called Forest of the Lost, because that's the actual name of the actual story that I've conjured myself. Now, have I ever finished it? No. I have never finished it, and I don't want to finish it. And the reason why I don't want to finish it is because I did it on paper, and I know that if I did on digital, it would be a lot to work with. I mean, it's not a lot to work with. It's more like I just don't want to. I just can't. Plus, if I ever did it again, I would have to post it on Instagram because I know for dang sure on any other platform, no one would care that much. I think the only platform that would care in a sense is TikTok. But I don't really use TikTok in that kind of sense. I use TikTok in a sense like I post like speed paints just like how I do here. And I know that my audience, at least the people who adored it, which is only like two people that kept reading it, um, is mainly on Instagram. So, yeah. And most of my audience that I have conjured up over the years is from Instagram, but I don't really think they like me though. The Instagram people, I mean, not my friends. Um, so yeah. Sorry, I had a hiccup, but I am okay. I am a okay. I'm fine. I'll tell you one thing. Doing these redesigns was actually not as bad as I thought it would be. The hardest redesign was definitely Aubrey's because her original design, I didn't make it. Her real life counterpart made it. Yeah. And what I mean by that is that all of these characters are based off of real people, but they're not actually based off of them like to the T, because I don't want it to be like that. I wanted there to be discrepancies of their character so people won't really A, so people won't know who they are in real life, and B, because it's my perspective of how I view these characters, knowing that whoever I'm basing them off of is not really the real version. They're not really like, it's not accurate. It's inaccurately accurate. No, it's accurately inaccurate on purpose. That's what I meant to say. Um, but yeah, this is how I struggle with my mental issues, which is kind of sad, to say the least. At least that's what one of my friends think. Um, but I don't necessarily think of it as sad. I think of it as beautiful, in a way. I think the way that my brain works, because I am autistic, is beautiful. I think me creating a world like this is nice. Um, because you could like think of it as a Mori, except Mori was actually a bad person. I didn't even recognize that until I saw a post about it, and I thought Amori was a good person because the entire time was had our perspectives of him, and then we know of his sister and what happened to her. But that's besides the point. Okay. Um, the point I'm trying to get at here is that I'm just surprised that anyone likes my art nor or my characters at all. So I never expected either one of those two things to happen. So yeah. I would like to say the least to thank you to everyone who actually likes the things that I do, like the things I post. I know I don't have, I know I just started YouTube last year in October, but my comeuppings is kind of strange because usually, um, there are people who have been doing YouTube for years and they're still stuck at like 70. And it's strange to say that being at this being at this subscriber count 170 something, 173, is strange in a good way. And I like it. I like all of my subscribers. I think I think you guys are nice. I don't know why, but I remember someone saying once that YouTube has, in terms of like YouTube comments, has a very strange like fan base or whatever compared to Instagram or TikTok. I think all of them are different in their own way. Um, I think Instagram is the meanest because I've been on there for a long time, but I haven't gotten like hate comments until like, well, no, the first time I got hate comments was in 2021. At the time, I was fresh out of high school and I was trying out my trying out new stuff, new fashions, and I I tried out emo clothes or whatever, old clothes. Now I don't necessarily consider myself as emo, but I do consider myself as old. Um, and I I tried them out, and I thought it was cool. I did a few trends with them. I did a few like, you know, I did some very famous sounds or whatever, and I got hate comments for like this one post I've made that blew up to the point where I had 11k 11k views, and I was shocked. Another time I was famous. I wouldn't say famous, but I was viral for a separate thing, but it was like art related. I did an art trend, and I got a lot of likes on it. It was like 400 something, but the art trend was drawing your OC as a god or something. I didn't draw my OC in this, but it was their old version of them. I actually hated their old version of them for so long because I didn't know what to change them, and since I was growing up, I didn't like the outfit that I chose for them. So yeah. Um but then like every 2 weeks I got like new hate comments for a post I made like a couple of weeks ago. Right. Like a couple weeks prior. And it's talking about how like, oh, this is cringe and all that other stuff. I know I'm cringe. I didn't know why I was cringe, but I knew I was cringe. Turns out I'm just autistic. I had to find that out the hard way. But yeah. Um and and then uh the last time I got hate comment was last year. It was on one of my artworks. And it was just an artwork that I made before going to work. And it has nothing to do with any of these OCs. In fact, it was on a different OC that was not mine. It was a friend's Minecraft OC. And apparently, the anatomy was off. And I didn't even notice it until someone pointed out, where someone says, "Girl, you need to fix your anatomy." I just deleted the comment. I just deleted it. Because I just didn't care. Not care about it. Like, I didn't care about their comment, not the anatomy part. Duh. Um, And when I looked at that person's page, it was never shown that they did art or anything like that. It was just a bunch of memes or whatever. But I still deleted it anyway and decided not to give them that much of attention. Right? So, yeah, that was the last time I ever got hate. Now, on TikTok, on the other hand, Oh my god. When I got hate on TikTok, you know how the art community is usually? TikTok is worse than that. I don't know how else to tell you. Like the art community itself is already bad enough. But the TikTok community, the TikTok art community specifically, makes the regular art community look like saints. Make them look like pure angels coming from the sky, basically. Um, um, so recently, my recent TikTok with Jamaica, this character right here, this one, um, someone said it was either the character himself or the art style looked like Craig of the Creek. I had that comment two other times on YouTube where someone compares my art style to Craig of the Creek. I don't know if people know this, but Craig of the Creek art style looks more like Steven Universe. And if people know what Steven Universe is and you compare that to Craig of the Creek, because Steven Universe did came before Craig of the Creek, it would have made more sense if you said that my art style is more like Steven Universe rather than Craig of the Creek, because when I was younger, I think 13, Steven Universe came out, and I love Steven Universe. So I did my art style, not the exact same as Steven Universe, but it was inspired by Steven Universe. You know, like the lips and the like mainly just the facial features itself, but especially for the lips if it's for black people, and then you have like the type of noses for white people. I was inspired by that, mainly just for the facial features, and then anime inspired body types for everything else. Okay, that's how I came to be with my own art style, if that ever makes sense. So yeah, um, but in terms of like my hate, in terms, it usually ranges from the art. The lion art itself looks weird. It's on purpose. You can see it's on purpose. I don't want to make line art that's clean. You can choose however you want to draw. I said that on my other previous live streams. You choose how you want to draw. If you want to draw clean line art, you can. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. If you want to draw a messy line art, cool, that's fine. If you want to draw a colored line art, have black, whatever, it doesn't matter. Why? Because art is subjective. And if people say that your art's supposed to look like something, no, it's not. No, it's not. I have seen so many creators on TikTok that get hate because of the way that they have their art style, the way that they choose to have their art style, the way that their art style is like. There's a creator that I saw. I don't follow this person, but this person, their art style is like they have very sharp chins and long neck. That's part of their art style, and I thought it was okay. And then people was saying how bad it looked, how the anatomy looked wrong. So this person, quote unquote, fixed their own art by making the neck shorter. And well, I won't say shorter, but short to where there's no neck period. And then um, they had they rounded out the chin or whatever. And some people literally ate that up. Some people were literally like, yeah, this looks so good. This looks so much better. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on with you guys. There's no way we're looking at the same dang thing. I prefer the before. What are you guys talking about? It's like having a style is such a sin. If you don't like style, then just look at realism art. Just look at realism and leave other people alone, because all of the art styles that people like, like all the cartoons and the anime that people like, those are artistic choices, right? But when it comes to other people's uniquely artistic choices, they're like, no, this is bad. This is a sin against humanity. I'm like, bro, that's just an art style, man. That's just an art style. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to freak out, man. You don't have to freak out. It's okay. I had lots of people tell me that this OC, this one right here, looks like a Man of the Adventure. I had it at least 2 times, 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, okay, that has to be racially motivated, because ain't no fucking way. When I created this character, not the design itself, okay, but just the character, right? I created this character when I was like 10, but I did not draw yet, okay? And then I officially learned how to draw myself. Like, I taught myself how to draw. I'm self-taught. And I was like 13, and she was created as like a gem Sona. I don't know what that is. It's a Sona for Steven Universe, turning yourself into a crystal gem, right? And and their original name was turquoise, because one, turquoise is my favorite color. That's it. And I looked up to see if turquoise was actually a gemstone, and it is. So I made that character as a gemstone character named Turquoise, and their weapon was a sword, and their gem placement was on their chest. And I thought it was the coolest thing on the block, bro. Um, yeah. And then I changed their design to their long, and I mean long, I mean years long, I mean middle school to high school long um design, and I hated, after a while I hated the design. Why didn't I just change it? Because I don't know what to change it to. So I just was stuck with it. I was just stuck with the design. Um, because my friends kept telling me, "Oh, if you hate it so much, why can't you just change it? Just change it. Why can't you just change it?" I didn't know what to change it to. Out of all the things to change it to, I don't know what to change it to. Like, I wish I knew, but I don't know. So I just left it there. Crap. I messed it up. I done messed it up. Anyway. So yeah, I just didn't know what to change it to. And then when I changed it to this for 2 reasons. There are 2 reasons why I changed it. This is what my hair looks like. Well, not the size, but this is the hairstyle that I wear. Um, the clothes that they wear, I'm gonna have to show it to you. Open this. This is what they look like fully, right? The hair is like this because this is what I usually wear. The arm warmers is because I wear arm warmers every time I go outside, and I have specifically blue ones. I have many colors, but these are the main ones. I have dark blue jeans. The black shoes are meant to be Converses, okay? I just don't feel like drawing Converses all the time. But I have Converse shoes. I don't have a shirt that looks like this. But if I did have a shirt, it would definitely look like this. But I have lots of black shirts. And that's how I got this character. Was based off myself. So whenever someone says, "Oh, you care to look like a Man of the Adventurer," it's like you're telling me that I look like a Man of the Adventurer, because me and a Man of the Adventurer are two black people that has the same type of hairstyle, which is the puffs. And the puffs is not a new hairstyle. It's not a new hairstyle. Amanda does not own that hairstyle. She just has it because she's just a young black girl in a horror gang. So I just feel like it is extremely racially motivated, and I feel like it's annoying, actually. And I know that's not what what some people think or say at all. Like, they don't think it's racist or anything. But I'm just gonna say it, and that's just straight racist, bro. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. And I know it's not just my character that people say that about. Because there was this Pinterest post that I have seen and someone on there called the sketch, like they said, oh, that 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 looks like a Man of the Adventure. Guess what? The final piece of that was a white person with like red hair or something. So that just feels racially motivated because the actual sketch wasn't even done. Wait, no, the sketch was not done. No, it was just the base and then the hair, but the colors and stuff weren't there yet. So it's just like ah. I mean, it's not the first time that someone ever called my character that. Like the first time that ever happened, I made a joke out of it by making a drawing of my character next to Wooly and Amanda. Because, you know, Amanda is literally a child, and my character is not a child. My character is an adult. I mean, kind of an adult, but kind of still a teenager. Kind of. They're 18 years old. When it comes to 18 and 19-year-olds, and sometimes 20, it's kind of hard to even, like, differentiate what's an adult and what's not. Obviously, 20-year-olds are adults, but they're still not adult enough to drink yet, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's basically it. I hate it for all artists. Oh, nah, it's chill. I didn't even know you were still here or not. I thought you were gone. I didn't. I thought you were gone. By the way, I hope you kind of like the new setup. This is my phone. My phone is being held up by my tripod thingy. I have a tripod for my phone. So that's why it's not up close as it used to be, and it's not shaky. Because I actually have shaky ass hands, bro. But yeah. I don't like when people compare people's original characters to other characters, um you know like well known characters or other what's it called, or like other medias and like stuff like that, because one, you're just diminishing the artist's like um their creativity, and like you're making them feel like what they just drew did not feel original enough. And I hate that. I see that so much with other artists, especially on Instagram, where I see a character, an original character, mind you, and people are like, "Oh, this character looks like this from this show," and I'm just like, "Bruh, no, it doesn't. You're blind. You're freaking blind. What? What?" Hell, when I showed my friend the redesign of Aubrey, this dude said she looked like Frollo from this one show. I don't even know who the character is, mind you, because I don't watch those type of shows. It's like an actual life person show. Well, it's like a fantasy show, but I don't know where it's from. And then he showed me, and I'm like, they look nothing alike. Nothing alike. You're freaking blind. That's why you wear glasses. Oh my god. Like, I felt rage in my soul because all that time when I put love and care into creating this character, this original character, and trying to be different with her design, especially with her hair, he was like, nah, this character looks like this. I'm throwing you out the window for saying such heinous nonsense to me. You're going to jail. I'm just kidding. No. Like, that made me mad. Because who are you to tell me what my character looks like? My character looks like my character, point blank, period. If you don't like it, then leave. I don't know. But he likes it though, so you don't have to worry about it. I just find it annoying. I find it so annoying because it's like when you create something that is your own and you put time and effort and love and people want to diminish it, you don't know how to react to that absolute nonsense. And it's annoying because a lot of people are all like, yeah, that character looks like this character, looks like that character. A lot of people don't like it. We hate it. We hate it. And other people just take it and roll with it. Me, I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it. I literally don't know how to feel about it at all. Because I can't really tell the tone of people when they say mean things to me. Because my autism. And texting is so much worse. Which is why we have tone tags. But when people make hate comments towards me, I can usually tell it's a hate comment. Usually I can tell, okay? Sometimes I can't, but usually I know it's a hate comment. Other times I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a hateful thing sometimes. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so dumb. Um, I remember an ex friend of mine. Remember, it's an ex friend, not a current friend. Said something mean to me while we was in a call before. They said I sound autistic. I didn't realize it was ableism until I asked my other friends. I guess it was like a week or two ago. I think I have no perception of time, by the way. Um, I can't. I told them, yeah, I can't tell if someone is like equals, because what happened in that conversation between me and my other friends was that they was like, "Oh, you sound gay," as like a joke, because all of us are gay, but we usually joke around with each other all the time, and we usually bully each other because it's a quite normal thing in our dynamic. But like we care about each other, okay? So like don't forget that we still care about each other, all right? And and I told them that no one has ever told me that before. And I was like, what? What do you mean no one's ever told you that before? And I was like, yeah, no one ever told me I sounded gay. Like one time I had someone told me I sound autistic, but I can't tell if that's ableism or not. And they told me that yeah, that's pretty ableist. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's not there's not a time in my head where I thought things that I was going through wasn't bad. I need some water. I got water right here. Cool. Give me some of that Wawa. Oh, mm, that's some good Wawa. That is some good Wawa. My nose. Yippee. Oops. Oh man. Sorry, I'm like eating noodles. So, oh. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I finished all of my noodles. Alright, I think that's all of the line art until my brain says otherwise. Because my brain is kind of dumb. Just a little bit. Just a teeny weetsy pat tad bit. I think I should come over here and do a little bit of magic on ya. There we go. Because I didn't do this on the other one. On the sketch part. At least I don't. There, that looks better. Now I know the only one out of all the characters that probably don't need the original file to be pulled up is Lilacs, because I didn't add any highlights over him. So I guess I'll do his first, and then I'll go hunting for the other ones, because I'm that guy, you know. This one didn't get a whole lot of likes and views. I mean, it got a lot of views, just not a lot of likes compared to the others. I'm not upset. I'm just a little bit, like, you know, a little bit sad. Just an eensy weensy depresso. But that's okay. I am proud of this character nonetheless. When I first started to create these characters, I was explaining to my friends, the characters I was basing them off of, right? I was explaining to them why I draw them this way and why it's not accurate, at least to the best of my abilities, but it wasn't really that great at all. It didn't go very well because at the time I was so horrible at explaining things. I mean, I still am, just not as much. And it is boo. It's lame. Oops. I remember joining one of Mega's live streams. Um, I told them in the chat that I don't want to be famous. Being famous on paper sounds like the coolest thing in the world, but then you realize with all of the type of people that you would deal with, no matter what position in life you are, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Like it's horrible. It sounds bad. Like even if you are a genuine good person, right? A lot of bad things could happen to you and whatever. My biggest fear is that if I ever gotten famous, I would lose touch of reality and other people. I have to stay true to myself, which that's not the issue. It's just some celebrities are hard, like try so hard to be relatable, basically. Um, and it's always this thing where if you also are a creator, people always say all the time to never meet your heroes because they could be a horrible person. But I know Mega. kind of personally. I wouldn't say personal, but we're friends, I think. Yes, I can confirm that. Yes. Question mark. Um, but knowing them more, they're not the type of person that you would expect someone like them to be. Like, you wouldn't expect them to be mean. Like, you would think they would be a mean person or something. But no. Can you not? I am busy. I am busy. Go away. I am busy doing things, okay? Sorry. That's one of my other friends. But anyway, yeah. I just don't crave to be famous. This is not something I would want. Fame sounds terrifying, actually. Oh my living stars. Go away. You know what? I'm gonna mute it instead of having my vibrating on. Okay. There we go. There we go. So anyway, back to what I was saying. That was not what I was saying. Anyway. I don't crave famous. I don't crave to be famous. And if I ever did become famous, it would be on accident. Um, Having that build up to where people would look up to me all the time. And you know how everyone always has this view of you all the time, right? Um, it would be so much worse being famous because people already have so many views of me already, and usually they're wrong. Like, I kid you not. People think I'm shy, or people think I'm quiet. Let me explain to you something. I'm quiet to you because I don't talk to you. Why? Because I don't like you. Easy. Just easy. If I'm not talking to you, it's most likely because I don't like you. It's because I hate you, and that's it. I just don't like you. I don't have to talk to you unless you talk to me first. Because obviously, if someone talks to me first, I will try my best to respond, even though I'm horrible at talking in real life sometimes. And I'm even worse talking than on stage. But, yeah. Um, if if uh, if I talk to you all the time, that means I like you. If I'm joking around with you or I'm bullying you or being rude, but like not rude, you know what I'm saying? Like how friends be bullying each other because they love each other and stuff. Yeah, it's like that. Like I'm rude because I love you, but I'm not rude too much where you would feel like the universe is collapsing. Okay, but if I ever did overstep your boundaries, you would have to tell me because it's not like I know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm overstepping people's boundaries. I feel like people have to tell me that. But people would assume that I know what I'm doing, which I don't. Spoiler alert, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm crushing people's boundaries or not. There's not a period of time in my life where I know if I'm crossing someone's boundaries or not. And I feel like people have to communicate that, or then it will be ending up as resentment towards me. You know, no communication, healthy communication, not just any type of communication, not just yelling at each other, but an honest communication with people. Uh, that type of thing. Um, it's good. It's healthy. It's healthy to talk to your friends when something is going on and whatever. And you should tell your friends when something is going wrong in your friendship. Because I just saw a post earlier today on Instagram where it reminds me so much of something that I went through recently between me and one of my best friends. And I was like, oh my god, finally a post that understands me. That's a lie. the FBI is on me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's just they know. They somehow know. They somehow be knowing things. But yeah, in terms of my recent life, my current status of whatever been going on, not a lot of bad things have been going on. I am still trying to find a job, but all these places around me aren't even hiring. Why aren't they hiring, you may ask? I don't know. But they do be having positions out for that specific location, for that specific um thing. But nope, they're not hiring. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Like I'm not gonna like be sad about it. That's just the life. That's just reality. But it's annoying. And before you ask, I do have a job. I work as a sales associate for clothing retail. Um, but yeah, but I need another job. So, because I am more online than I usually am because I'm not doing things. And before you ask, I already went to college, and I graduated with a certification, which technically I could do other jobs, but I don't care about doing other jobs. When I say other jobs, I mean like other jobs that would pay me more and all that other stuff, but I don't want to because I don't care enough. Because I never really wanted to sell me. Like selling my art, whether it's commissions or whatever, it's like selling myself. Because the stuff that I do is part of who I am, man. Because I know people who do commissions, whether it's regular commissions or emergency commissions, they do it because they need it to survive. They know that without it, they're not going to live, and that's how they live is through that. But I don't want to live with only my art because I'm going to be drained. I feel like outside of that, having my hobby turned into a job make me feel depressed because then I wouldn't have hobbies anymore. Because if people ask me, oh, what's your hobby? Like, I draw. And they're like, oh, what do you do for work? I draw. You see, I don't want that. I don't want it. You can keep it. You can keep it. I don't want it. That doesn't sound fresh to me. I don't want that. I want a hobby that's not a job. I want a job that has nothing to do with my hobby or has anything to do with my creative value. And I'm not saying I don't want to work. No, I want to work. That's not the problem. The problem is that I can't do that if the thing that I have is the thing that I have is the same thing that I do outside. It won't feel the same. It feels like, I don't know, I've been thrown into a universe and now it's to pretend that everything's okay. Pretend that you want this when I don't. I don't want it. Please, please. I don't want this. This is absolute insanity. Like screaming on the inside. So yeah. Um I like to draw. Do I draw every day? No. I draw a lot, not every day. If you're wondering, what do I do in between the times that I don't stream? Do I draw then? No. I I usually scroll on my phone. Or I play Bayonetta. Specifically Bayonetta 2. I have both games. I have both Bayonetta 1 and 2. I don't have 3 because 3 costs a lot and I know 3 takes up a lot because I've seen it. I have seen the gameplay of Bayonetta 3 The video that I have seen, or the plethora of videos, is long. The game is long. So, yeah. And I don't really like it. Not the fact that it's long. I don't like the game itself. Like what I have seen, I don't like it. But looking back, after 3 years it came out, I don't hate it as much. I still don't like it, but I don't hate it though. Did I add the lines to this thing? I think I did. Did I? Okay. I didn't I see what I didn't add. Ah, my hand. My hand is hurting. I am dumb. When I first saw Bayonetta 3 was coming out, I thought it was a joke. I didn't think it was serious. But seeing it actually come out, and when I watched it, I had mixed feelings. Mostly bad feelings. I didn't like the fact, spoilers for people who care about the game and never seen it or play it or ever or decide to play it soon. Um, Major spoilers. But Bayonetta fucking dies in the end. And then they made a whole other game just to explain why she died. And it was destined to be that way with the fourth game. Um and I'm upset because how you gonna have another game explaining why your main character dies in the third game? Why would you do that? Why? That's dumb. And I'm mad. Oh my god. And then this character Viola, there's a lot of mixed character there's a lot of mixed feelings about Viola, but a lot of people don't like her, including myself. Including myself. I don't like her. It feels like she's the type of character who tries too hard. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just I don't know how old Viola is because I think she's in her teens or early 20s given of the way that she looks and acts. But okay, I feel like there's something wrong with this here. I don't like this. I don't like how Viola is presented to us, to the audience, of this character who is like, yeah, I'm that person, and you have to call me by that. And like you see a hint of Luca in her. Not that it's a bad thing. I just don't like Luca, but it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because Luca is her dad. Um um Viola was created by Luca and Bayonetta from a different timeline, from a completely different timeline. And that Bayonetta died from the same god or the same being called the Singularity that killed our Bayonetta. Okay? So he's like a god of sorts, I think. And just to let you know, the franchise, the series of Bayonetta, is not just about the tall, sexy woman that kicks ass. Bayonetta is also about timelines. It can be confusing at first if you're not paying attention, but when you piece in the context clues, it's right there in your face. Um, but the entire franchise is about timelines and how everything works, and you just have to piece it together to understand. the story of Bayonetta and her life. Um, but yeah, I don't necessarily like. I hate Viola. I there's a lot of reasons why. Like when I first talked about her when I was younger, 3 years ago, when the game came out, I hated. I didn't hate her design. I thought it was cute. I thought it was original. I just thought her attitude was just too much. I thought she was forced in it. And I felt something off with her voice. It's not that I hate her voice actor, whoever her voice actor is. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. And to me, she feels like a self-insert character. I know this is the irony because of my character as a self-insert, but a self-insert in a bad way is like you put yourself in like a world like Bayonetta. That's what she feels like, but in a bad way. She feels like a Mary Sue almost. That's what she feels like to me. And I don't know. It's not it's not even remotely the fact that um she has the Luca inside of her. It's like she she feels too much. Bayonetta, the common thing about all three games, but it is gradually different each game, is that she deals with children in different aspects of their life. The first game, she dealt with the child self. I think she was like 4. She was really young when like when Bayonetta 1 met her younger self. Her younger self looks at least between the ages of 4 and 6. Definitely under the age of 10. Okay? The second game, she met another kid, but he's like a god. He's like a trickster god for the most part. And his name is Loki. Loki looks like a preteen. He looks like he's at least 13 years old. Even though technically he's like a lot older than that, but he went to the past so then he can stop himself or something. Something along the lines like that. And then you see Bayonetta 3, where she's dealing with a full teenager. A full teenager close to an adult. I like that touch of the games. I don't know if other people noticed it, but I actually like that touch of the games a lot. I just hope, even though Bayonetta 3 is the ending of Bayonetta, I just hope they don't make more games. Because we know that if um if the games kept going, it'll just only be with Viola. And a lot of people will like it, a lot of people will hate it. And you don't know if people are gonna buy it or not, but I know for damn sure I won't. I'd rather throw myself out the window than buy it. I rather just eat. I can't. I cannot. There's no way. There is no way. You cannot bribe me to do it. It's not happening, okay? I don't care. So, yeah. I think my favorite character, other than of Bayonetta, is her mom, Rosa. I like Rosa a lot. As like in terms of her character and also because of the gameplay. If you don't know, in Bayonetta you can play as other characters, but you have to play as Bayonetta first, except in the third one. In the third one you play both, no, you play um John, you play as Viola, and you play as Bayonetta, obviously. And you play all those three characters for separate reasons. Viola, she was going to go somewhere. Bayonetta, she's usually trying to save some. She usually try to save a different timeline version of her. But mind you, the Singularity is there to destroy all the timelines. So he manages to kill all the timelines of Bayonetta. All of them. And there's like hundreds of them. And yeah. And then when it came into the wire, it feels like it's suffocating you. In a way, that's a good thing, but in a way, it's also a bad thing. So, yeah. And then for John is trying to get this doctor dude who was actually the guy who created the Singularity. And then he killed John when John wasn't paying attention. And I'm like, what? What? John would never die like this. I think I was mad. I think I was actually kind of peeved. Because the way that these characters die, John and Bayonetta, the way that they die, didn't make sense. I was mad. I feel like the way that they die wouldn't make sense at all. No, nah. And funny enough, apparently the younger self of John, like her preteen self, okay, I'm talking about the one from the fourth game, she knew that she was gonna die like that. And yet she didn't stop it, do something. She was just gonna let it happen. Why? And the only way that, well, actually no, there's two different ways that Umbran witches could die. One, when their soul is out of their body, like forcefully, right? And then they get taken to Inferno, right? In another way, they could also die is by their heart thingy that's connected to their magic being destroyed. And if that's directly destroyed, then they're dead. That's how Umbran witches die. And it makes sense, but that's some nonsense, okay? Absolutely nonsense. There. Jamaica is actually supposed to look dark, given the fact with the highlights. But yeah, he's a very dark dude. Bro is dark as hell. He's dark. So if I ever, or whenever, however, I get fan arts of this guy, y'all better not whitewash him and make him lighter when he's supposed to be dark like this, okay? I'm just kidding. Okay, that's a half joke. But still, he's a dark dude, okay? He is a black guy, okay? Make sure you make him as dark because he's black. Like that's his race. He's a black dude. Jamaica, Jay, and Ice are black people. Lilac and Aubrey are white. Okay? Don't forget that. Don't forget it. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I really like Bayonetta as a whole, though. Let me turn the shading off. Bayonetta as a whole I like it. Oh wait, I forgot about Lilac's flower. Bayonetta's fan base is consists of gays, specifically lesbians, okay? If you are a lesbian, you would definitely like Bayonetta. You would definitely like her. I saw a comment one time, I think it was yesterday, where someone was like, ugh, I hate when people ship best friend characters and should leave them alone. Now, I have agreed with this person. I have agreed with them. But here's my take on it, right? Um if it's clear, like heckin' clear to like clear as day that they're best friends, then yeah, makes sense. Now some characters are best friends, but they secretly like each other and people ship them. That's a different thing. Now we ship Bayonetta with John because during the games, especially the third game, no, not the third game, the second game, the way that Bayonetta was worried about John and like if she was gonna be alive or not, or was she too late? Because Bayonetta knows that without the witch heart, John will die, right? She'll just be stuck in Inferno and she only has a limited time, right? So when Bayonetta did save John, it was the way that she was pleading, the way that she was worried, and she didn't want to show it. Oh, hi. It was the way that she was like worried about it that sounded gay as hell. So that's why a lot of people ship them. I mean, people already ship them anyway. Um, people ship them too anyway. I mean, I didn't ship them at first, but then the more I saw, the more I understand it. Oh, I see. Um, but I I okay. I don't think I'll finish this drawing in this live stream, but I will finish it and I will post it though. But the live stream will be here, so then you guys, well, obviously the live stream is here like right now, but I'll post it as a video, so you guys will see it and whatever. But yeah, I was saying, oh yeah, before I didn't ship Bayonetta and John, but I wasn't like opposed to it or anything. I thought they were just friends, but like the way that they interact with each other is so gay. It's so lesbian coded. I'm like, I don't know, man. You might be wrong on this one. The way that they talk to each other and the way they interact with each other is so lesbian coded. And then the next thing you know, you see that Bayonetta was like, in a different universe. Bayonetta was with Luca, and Luca, the journalist, the guy journalist, who's a freaking pervert. I'm like, oh my god, really? Him? Him? I was mad. I was actually kind of mad. I was so peeved. I was so mad because I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? I was peeved as hell. I like Luca for like the way he is, his personality. He's the type of male audience that I would expect Bayonetta to bring in. Um, that that one dude who's very smart and intelligent, and he tries to figure out mysteries of things like that, and like he always knows where to go somehow, even though it's never explained. And then like he's he's also like a pervert and stuff. Ah, so yeah, yes, all of these are the OCs that I have drawn before. All of these are my OCs. These four that I have redesigned, and these are already posted, by the way. The redesigns are already posted on here and with the lives and stuff. I didn't the the live stream with him with Jamaica. It was a 2 hour live stream, but when YouTube archived it, it was 40 minutes. And then when it was finished, it only archived 20 minutes out of it. So when I saw what parts it only archived me coloring him and not me doing the line art or me doing the other part of the stream, which was drawing Lilac as well. But all of the redraws is there. But yeah, I was making a joke earlier that all these three characters are black, these two are white. He's the darkest, I think. It's either him or him. I forgot which one's the darkest. But whenever you do draw him. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. Whenever you do draw these characters, make sure you never whitewash them. It was a half joke because I know a lot of people won't. um, but yeah. I always find it strange how people could whitewash someone that's. Oh, okay. I was always wondering how someone could whitewash a white character. Because I'm like, how's that even possible? The person's already white. How could you even do that? Because I'm pretty dumb and a stupid human being, just a little. But, ye. But yeah. Um, uh, I never really liked. I mean, I liked Luca. It's not that I hate him. It's just Luca is the type of character that's supposed to be annoying. He's supposed to be that annoying guy character who who seems like he would only want Bayonetta for her body because she's a very attractive person and she knows it. She knows she's that girl. She is that diva and she knows that. So that's why I didn't think they would ever be together. And like whenever they interact with each other, this dude always shows himself out. I wouldn't necessarily say he's comedic relief necessarily, like he's partially comedic relief, but he is uh um I wouldn't necessarily say that he's comedic relief, but I would definitely say that he's useful for the plot. I mean, he's not, you don't play as him, but he's useful in terms of like the story and stuff. Um at least I don't think you play as him in the third game, because in the third game Luca is a fairy. It turns out he's a fairy. I don't know how that happened. I don't remember how it happened, but somehow this man got powers. Remember, in the first two games, he was a human. A human! He was just a human journalist that he was trying to solve his father's case about Umbran witches. Okay? He was trying to figure out no, he was trying to prove that Umbran witches were real and Lumen sages were real, and he knew about the story about Bayonetta's past and stuff, and he was trying to prove that they were real, and like people were like, nah, that's not real, no, but there's only a few people in that world who isn't them, um, that knows that they're real. And one of them I can confidently say now that they're real. And this dude names Enzo, and Enzo is the comedic relief of the games. I don't remember if you've seen. I don't know if you see Enzo in the third game. I don't remember if you see him in the third game, but he was used as the comedic relief, and he also talks about oops, and he also talks about the story in a way. Oh, my hand, my right hand. Ow! I leaned on it too hard. Now it hurts. So, yeah. Trying to figure out where to put my hand. Wish I can just attach it or something. So it won't be in the way. Eh. I do like Enzo though. I like Enzo a lot. And then you have Rodon. Rodon is basically the shopkeeper slash bartender, and he's the type of guy that you would go for buying stuff, and you would trade halos with him and stuff. Because halos is the currency in the game. So, yeah. Still nobody wants me. I actually feel okay with not actually finishing an art piece on stream for once. For once, I actually feel okay with it because usually I'm like, I need to get this done, I need to get this done. But I know that with this piece, it has a lot of people in it. It has a lot of people, so I know it's not going to be finished on stream. And you know what? I am glad I started to draw this before coming on stream, because I was doing an experiment last stream. If I draw the sketch on stream first and then do everything else, right? But then I know that for some pieces it would be impossible to do because then you won't see the rest of it. But at least you would know I drew it myself. But still, I'm actually quite proud of this so far. Yippee! If you guys have never seen, you guys should go watch my recent short. Why? Because it's cool and I like it. I like the design that I made. Yep, it was all an original idea. I named the character Mega Miku officially, and then someone in the Discord was like, bro, that's Miku gone free. And I accepted that too, because that was funny. But I never showed the body design. The body design, I think I like it. They have the body of Mega and most of the colors of Mega, except the hair and the eyes, obviously, because people need to know that it's still Miku-fied, okay? People still need to know it's Miku. I'm so tired of people saying that Miku is not this certain race or this certain color or disabled or anything like that. Miku is Miku. Alright? God damn it. I'm trying. Stop crying. Oh my god. So, Miku is anything and everything because Miku is an instrument. Miku is not even real. We treat her like she's real though, but she's not really real. And if she was real, I feel like she would know that she isn't real and she wasn't meant to be a real person. And then she would have a crisis over it. And then she would sing a song about it because she's sad about it. There's a lot of songs that are like that anyway. There's a plethora of songs where Miku feels that her existence, like her existence sucks. And like she can't do a lot of things that normal people do. She wants to taste food, she wants to do things, she wants to do everything, you know? And there's a song that I do know that I love, where it's called Anonymous M, and it was famous last year or 2 years ago, where it was like, I know that is like, oh, hey Miku, what's your favorite food? Nothing. I'm not real. I'm not a person. Like I'm 16 forever, you know. Also, when it comes to Vocaloid ages, it feels weird when people age them up or down. I mean, it's not like they're actual OC characters. Like, it's not like they're actual characters. They're just banks based off of real people, and then use it inside of the software of Vocaloid, because Vocaloid itself is a software. But we also use Vocaloid to refer to the characters, the quote unquote singers. Um, but it feels strange, to say the least, to refer to them as that, though. Ben. I need. I don't need that. This name. Yeah, it was Mary on the Cross, wasn't it? I tried to use Mary on the Cross, but that song wouldn't work. Here it is. Wait, no, not you. Not you. Oh my god, bro. It's here somewhere. Oh my god, bro. You. I chose the wrong thing because I'm dumb. I was I was afraid that was gonna happen. And you think about this. How often do they even look at my art? I would say never. I would say they would never look at it. And I hope I'm right. I want to know if they ever look at my live streams. And if they never look at my live streams, then it should be okay. Sorry, I'm having a mini panic attack right now. Because the piece that was being showed wasn't meant to be showed to the public. Not that it was bad, but it was meant for something else. And whoever that I'm creating it for cannot see it yet. But I don't think they even look at my live streams. I don't even think they like live streams. I don't really know if they like live streams or not. But I'm going to assume that they don't look at live streams, let alone even watch them. But yeah. If you saw that, no, you didn't. You didn't see anything. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys this nice accomplishment, I guess. So I was posted on Mega's Instagram account. They posted my artwork twice. And I'm like, what? So that's an accomplishment, I guess. It's something. And I don't know how to feel about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea how to actually feel about that at all. This might be the first time in a long time. I would say, yeah, I would say in a long time, where I'm actually making it to 2 hours. I just hope that it archives every freaking second, every minute of this, savoring it. Because I don't want people to look at this art piece and think that something is wrong or that someone steals my art and claims it that I stole it from them or something. It's a ridiculous fear that I have, but it's a fear nonetheless. It's a fear nonetheless. Oh crap. I need this because of this. This is why I need him. I think I will finish coloring J or color whatever what I have to color before the 10 minutes is up. And then I'll just post this the way it is. And then I will keep doing this. I'll finish it. Then I'll just post it. Unless I need to change the song because that happens a lot anyway. This happens way too much. I think I chose gray. I don't know why I chose gray, but I chose gray. Oh. Wait, he's not the right color. God damn it. He's not the right color. I wonder why he looked weird. This is not the color. This is his color. Oops. 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 Wrong shade, guys. That was not the correct shade. Though it does look kind of nice on him. But that's not the right shade. This is the right shade. Oops. No one saw that. There we go. This is the right color. Wait, I think I drew this wrong. No, that's why I drew it wrong. Okay. See, I knew something was up. Okay. So like, something here ain't right. There we go. I knew something was off. Okay. Now with you, I think his pants would be here, I think. But that's the case. Oh wait, that's not with alignment? Then what's this? Is this coloring? Oh crap, it is. Okay, so with his pants, here it is. Oh crap. There. And I gotta do Aubrey's, which hers is already hard enough. Stranger Danger. Okay, that's the recent one. That's the recent one I've done. Okay, highlights and shading. And I remember multiple things of this. Oh wait, hang on. This is her hair. Why am I coloring her skin, her hair? Stupid. I know I'm fucking tired because I know I haven't really been nurturing myself. I haven't really been taking care of myself. And I need to. Never be like me, children. Eat your veggies, drink water, sleep at the proper time. Never be like me. Never ever. Never be like me. Oh my god. Stay healthy. Because I know I'm not. Oh my god. A lot of these songs in the YouTube library sound the same to me. The same beat and everything. Everything about it just sounds the same. Oh, I forgot to color Jay's tail. Oops. Oh, it's 2 hours now. Okay, so I will stop once I'm done coloring Jay's heart tail. And then after that, I will leave. I hope you like watching me ramble about absolute nonsense and learning more about my OCs. I will turn this into a video and, well, turn the live stream into a video, a proper video for the ones who haven't been around. So yeah, peace.